We're often told and assume that the Battle of Hoth was a victory for the Empire and a major defeat for the Rebel Alliance. But why? To me, it's pretty clear that the Imperial attack on Hoth was essentially a complete failure, and the Alliance achieved every one of their objectives. See, victory and defeat don't lie solely with the side that suffers the higher casualties. We have to consider operational success as well. Killing lots of the enemy is only a victory if merely killing enemy combatants is the objective, and while the Empire might have won a strategic victory, that is, successfully impeding the Rebels' ability to wage war, the Rebels might have simultaneously won a tactical victory, successfully fulfilling the specific objectives of an operation while impeding those of the enemy. I suggest that the Battle of Hoth was perhaps a long-term strategic victory for the Empire, but a tactical victory for the rebellion. The long-term value of destroying the rebel base on Hoth with its material and strategic assets is a clear loss to the rebellion, so I think it's pretty easy to argue for a strategic victory for the Empire. But where am I getting a tactical victory for the rebellion? After all, they suffered a large loss of equipment, a large loss of life, and a complete retreat. But keep in mind that the rebellion's goal for the Battle of Hoth was from the very beginning an evacuation, even before they knew the strength or the likelihood of an Imperial invasion.
It's a good bet the Empire knows we're here.
We better start the evacuation.
This is the Rebel plan. Ground forces and T-47 airspeeders hold off an Imperial heavy armor attack, long enough for Rebel transports and fighters to evacuate as much equipment and personnel as possible through holes punched in the Imperial blockade by a planetary ion cannon. What was the Imperial Plan? Star Destroyers drop out of hyperspace beyond Rebel sensor range and cripple the base from orbit, likely focusing primarily on transports and planetary defenses, allowing the Empire to land troops unimpeded in order to capture officers, notably Luke Skywalker. This was an utter failure. Admiral Ozzel dropped the fleet out of hyperspace within Rebel sensor range, giving them ample warning to raise the shield. The Empire resorts to a contingency plan. Land heavy armor within the shield to destroy the shield generator from the inside, then land troops and capture key personnel, notably Luke Skywalker. Simultaneously, the Imperial fleet was to blockade the planet to ensure that no Rebel transports escape the surface. The Empire did indeed successfully land heavy armor. They successfully destroyed the shield generator, and they successfully landed troops, but they failed to achieve their primary objectives, to capture any notable rebel leaders, including their only named target, Luke Skywalker. And their attempt to blockade the planet was a stunning failure. The rebel evacuation appeared to continue almost entirely unhindered. So after a completely botched plan of orbital bombardment, the Empire resorted to a contingency plan that was also a failure, delivering only material and personnel loss to the rebellion, from which I conceded a long-term Imperial strategic victory earlier. But tactically, the Battle of Hoth was a failure for the Empire. On the other hand, the rebellion achieved every goal. The operation proceeded exactly according to plan, and their evacuation was a complete success. The shield was successful at repelling orbital bombardment, the ion cannon was successful at combating the Imperial blockade, and the Rebel ground forces apparently bought enough time for every intended transport to escape. I would say that the Battle of Hoth has a lot in common with the real-life Operation Dynamo, which is known as the Dunkirk Evacuation, wherein 338,226 Allied soldiers were successfully evacuated from the beach. The event is legendary and called the Miracle of Dunkirk, despite the utter defeat of Allied forces in the Battle of France and a complete loss of virtually all heavy equipment that couldn't be evacuated. So despite the assumption that the Battle of Hoth was a major defeat for the rebellion, I would actually say it was a remarkable tactical success against incredible odds, allowing the majority of rebel personnel to escape the surface, regroup, and fight another day. So does the Battle of Hoth still feel like a defeat to you, or did this put things in a different light? Let me know what you think, and tell me what I missed or failed to consider too. That should make for some interesting discussion. If you want to stay up to date with my new videos, make sure to subscribe, and if you like my work, consider supporting me on a monthly basis on Patreon. Your contributions mean a lot to me and help me keep the energy and passion required to make these videos. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, and sharing this video with your friends, and I'll see you next time.